Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out the brilliant Casino Raiders released on Blu-ray by Eureka Video. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, like the video and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So, making its UK debut on Blu-ray, although I do feel that this is also its UK debut in general. I've never found Casino Raiders on VHS or DVD anywhere when I've been on my travels around video stores all over the UK and Ireland. But here we have it. This stunning new Blu-ray edition with a gorgeous cover designed by Gokaiju. Very God of Gamblers in its flavour. If you think back to Made in Hong Kong or the Hong Kong Classics DVD release of God of Gamblers, this was the style. This was the colours, the greens, the reds, the blacks that really bounced off that cover. And now we have Gokaiju using it for this fantastic movie. Now, Casino Raiders, made in 1989, as was God of Gamblers, but this came out first. I don't know if it was made first per se. I would say it was, and I feel that this, I mean, it's an amazing movie, don't get me wrong, but I feel that this was almost like a testing ground for Wong Jing to kind of gauge what the audience were really wanting to see with kind of a gambling action comedy. And with that, then he was able to refine what God of Gamblers was, and that's kind of what helped make God of Gamblers the more superior movie as such. Saying that, this doesn't have Chow Yun-fat in it, which was a big reason as to why God of Gamblers was so incredible, or is so incredible. But this here is definitely well worth the watch. Now, I know that because I do have it here on the Vickle Hong Kong DVD release, which I picked up in Hong Kong along with its sequel, Casino Raiders 2, which came out a few years later, directed by Johnny To. Not connected in any way. In between those two movies was No Risk No Gain, Casino Raiders the sequel, directed by Wong Jing, which was a bit of a piss take of itself and not connected in any way. So, the typical Wong Jing and typical of Hong Kong sequels to be unconnected, unrelated, on anything, but all very watchable. They're three pretty damn cool movies, I have to say. Now, I have reviewed this on my website. You can go and check that out. But of course, my focus is on this wonderful Blu-ray release from Eureka Video, out on December 4th. And I am so happy that they have pushed this out here. Now, yes, I would normally complain that why didn't they do a trilogy box? But because they're so loosely connected, I'm kind of not getting as agitated, let's say. I do hope they follow up with No Risk No Gain and Casino Raiders 2. I do feel they're two other amazing movies that need to be seen, and it would be nice to see them put them out there, even as single releases like they did with In the Line of Duty, for example. But this comes with a great bunch of extras here, so let me share that with you before I get stuck in. Limited edition O-card slipcase featuring artwork by Gokaiju, 1080p presentation on Blu-ray from a restoration of the original film elements, original Cantonese audio track, optional English subtitles, brand new feature-length audio commentary by Frank Cheng, brand new feature-length audio commentary with Mike Leader and Arnav Venema, brand new featurette by Crazy from Kong, looking at the gambling film craze that hit Hong Kong cinema in the late 1980s and early 90s. Fabulous. Brand new interview with Billy Chan. Fabulous again. Original theatrical trailer plus a limited edition collector's booklet featuring new writings by David West. I can't wait for that featurette on the gambling piece, no doubt with Arnav Venema and Mike Leader. But also that interview with Billy Chan. This is great. I mean, I've watched a number of new releases lately where we're seeing more and more of Billy Chan get interviewed. Fantastic. I mean, the guy's a Kung Fu movie legend. He's also part of the Sammo Hung stunt team and went on to direct and choreograph many great things, which is just brilliant. So the more and more we're seeing of him and the more interviews is fantastic. The action in here is actually pretty damn good as far as I can remember. The quality of that DVD, I mean, I was never disappointed with it. It was one of the best DVD quality films I have watched. But I'm hoping that this really blows me away here. So slipping that out there, it comes out with the same cover design from Gokaiju. I really love it. Okay, let me see. Inside we have got the booklet and the disc here, keeping that tone of colours the whole way across. Inside, it's not so much a reversible cover, but a shot from the film. That's the full spread there, as you can see. And inside, a good shot there of Andy Lau at the tables. Now, for me, Andy plays I guess a more mature version of his character Knife from God of Gamblers. Crab Chan, he's called in this. I don't ask questions. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Alan Tam does a fantastic job. Of course, these two have starred in a host of movies together over the years. From comedies and rom-coms to hard action classics, which is just brilliant. So he does a fine job, absolutely. Oh, and yeah, I do really enjoy what they both put together in this, and it's actually quite a long movie. Perhaps my only negative gripe, a little too long for its own good, but that's fine. That's just how it is. It's still very, very watchable, don't get me wrong, but I do love the additional cast in there. You've got Rosamund Kwan, Ida Chan, Charles Hung, Eddie Ko, Robin Shou. Kirk Wong shows up as a cop who brings some comedy to the screen. You've got some Westerners there like Mike Abbott, Bruce Fontaine, Wayne Archer, Lewis Roth. So there is a lot to love here, and there's, wow, I mean, it's pretty global actually. You've got shooting scenes in Hong Kong, California, I think, Tokyo. So it does hop around the place, which is just wonderful. That's a nice book. Looking forward to reading that. Okay, not much more I can share with you there. I am going to pop in, as I say, the Vickle DVD for about 10 minutes, let that quality sink in, and then pop on this HD restoration. Hopefully it's going to blow my mind, and I'll be right back to let you know what I think. So just back after checking out Casino Raiders on Blu-ray from Eureka Video, and wow, how friggin' stunning was this movie. It is an absolutely gorgeous HD restoration. I mean, I was quite happy with my DVD, but I'll never need to go back to it again because this was just friggin' beautiful and actually made me feel that I enjoyed the movie a lot more. There's something has to be said for how these restorations are being presented and how they make you feel about seeing what the director really wanted you to see. Still not a perfect movie by any means, but just so much more enjoyment for how it looks. It was stunning. Because I have watched it so many times on my DVD, I was able to check this out twice with both audio commentaries. The first from Frank Cheng and the second from Mike Leader and Arna Venema. Both hugely enjoyable, very informative in their own ways, and absolutely well worth checking out if you have time to sit through. I mean, it's quite a lengthy movie, just over 2 hours in length, so I had just over 4 hours of watching this twice, but I did enjoy it, both of them, of course, as I said. Very, very different commentaries, let's just put it like that, but both worth listening to and very informative. The Martial Cards featurette from Arna and Mike Leader, hugely enjoyable piece, just runs for under half an hour in length, beautifully put together, which was wonderful to see. I did chat with Arna briefly about it, and he was saying the ideas they had in mind for it that kind of never came because of some issues, let's just say, but definitely I think that what they have produced here and pulled together worked a treat. It's still hugely enjoyable. They cover the gambling genre, let's say, of Hong Kong action movies from its early days, and even before that, just, you know, bringing together the different genres that have inspired what Wong Jing has produced, and others, of course, because there has been a few other people who have pulled together some sort of gambling movies. But very, very enjoyable to watch. I will go back and check it out again there. And then you have the interview with Billy Chan, which was, again, quite fascinating and such a joy to see and listen to him talk about his career and this movie in particular, of course. Runs for just under 18 minutes. nicely put together. Again, very, very entertaining and informative to watch. And then you have the trailer there, which runs for about 3.5 minutes, which is always a nice wee bonus to get on there. But all in all, for me, a double thumbs up. This was absolutely beautiful. Super glad for the upgrade. Glad that it's in my collection. Out December 4th from Eureka Video. And I just hope that the sequels follow pretty soon. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram at InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.